International child abduction occurs when one parent wrongfully removes or retains a child across international borders, in breach of custody rights of the other parents. This typically happens after a separation or divorce, when one parent takes the child to another country without the consent of the other, or fails to return the child after an agreed upon stay abroad. To address this serious issue, many countries, including those in Europe, North and South America, and parts of Asia and Africa, are parties to the 1980 Hague Convention of the child aspect of international child abduction. The key objective of the Hague Convention is not to decide which parent is the better caregiver or where the child would be better off living. The goal is to promptly return the child to the country of habitual residence, where the competent court can properly assess custody and parental rights. Under the Convention, the wrongful removal or retention of a child under the age of 16 is considered unlawful if it breaches custody rights under the law of the country where the child was habitually resident before the abduction. The parent seeking the return must file a petition with the central authority of the country where the child has been taken or retained. If the request meets the legal criteria, the authorities are required to order the return of the child unless one of the limited exceptions applies. This exception includes situations where there is a grave risk that returning the child would expose them to physical or psychological harm. The child is mature enough and object to return. More than 1 year has passed since the abduction, and the child is now settled in the new environment. However, these exceptions are interpreted narrowly because the Convention is based on the principle that international child abduction harms children and undermines legal cooperation between states. Courts are not allowed to consider the merits of the underlying custody dispute. Their sole task is to decide whether the abduction is wrongful under the Convention, and if so, whether a return must be issued. In recent years, case law across Europe has confirmed that the Convention must be applied strictly and expeditiously, and any delay in returning the child may seriously affect their stability and emotional well-being. Ultimately, international child abduction is not only a legal violation, it is an act that disrupts the child's fundamental rights and relationship. The law's role is to restore the status quo ante and to ensure that the custody decisions are made in the proper forum.